Try this again. Hopefully we did, and we got something going here. All right. Looks like we are doing it. Okay. So we are live here. If you guys are in, you know, you got to be the first one in here. And usually it's like, I mean business or Trina Johnson or somebody like that. So if you guys are looking to jump on the live stream, I know it's a little bit of a delay, but you guys are right on time. It's right around the time we normally do this. So I know I was a little early last week. Forgive me, but now we are doing it right. So if you guys are on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, get in here and tell us your name and where you're from. So Mr. Barbados. All right. Good stuff. Minister Slow Stroker in there first. All right. I know, mister. I didn't see you on here last time, but welcome back. All right. I threw a shout out at you anyway, because I knew you're usually always in here. So we got Valerie Dotson, Iris Steffens. Iris is usually one of the first ones in here, too. She's usually the very first one. And then we got DeJang in the house, Valerie Dotson, Freedom Speaks, Jason Davis, B. Lewis back in the house. All right, now, what we're going to do is, oh, look, Jason David from London. We're coming overseas, baby. I love it. You guys don't know how happy it makes me to see you guys coming in from everywhere. We got people from Australia. We got people from India. We got people from London. I mean, let me see. Who is that said they were from London? Jason said he was from London. I got another guy. Kinners is also from London, the real London. Okay, so I'm loving this stuff. Okay, Alam back in the house from Australia. See, I told you Australia, and boom, Alam is in here to prove me right. Good stuff. So we got Tony Smart. We got Davin. All right, Davin. I like that. All right, I don't believe I've seen Davin in here before, but maybe he has been. Maybe I've skipped over him a couple of times like I've done a bunch of people, but it moves so fast. Now, of course, you guys got to throw in there where you're from. All right. London already told us they were in the house. So Trini Honey. All right. Carol from Lauderhill, Florida. All right. I hope you guys are okay down there in Florida. I know some storms have been hitting. I know it's been getting bad. And they said that the number of dead bodies was piling up because of that. So hopefully you and your family were unaffected by that. If they were, I am sorry. If they were not, thank goodness. So just want to hit it on both ends with that one. All right. My cousin Marcus is probably going to jump in here anytime now. I know. I've been looking at his kids' football and basketball games on his YouTube lives to see how they're doing. All right. So they're getting there. They're getting there. They're young. They're getting there with the sports. All right. So good enough. Hey, yo. All right. I don't think I've seen that person in here either. All right. I love all the new people. We got over 30 people in here right away. So let's go ahead and talk about our topic for today. Now, if you guys don't know what that is, let us enlighten you. But I want to get some where people are from first. So, all right. So we got Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Okay, good stuff. Baltimore, Maryland is in the house today. So Patricia and Dave, I wonder if you guys know each other. Maxine Daniels, at Birmingham, Alabama. Barbados, of course. Mr. Barbados, I know. All right. I know I ask you every time, and I know you say Barbados, of course, because it's in your name. I know. I keep on doing it, though, because I love it. Okay, so thanks. All right, good stuff. Please hit the like button. Freedom Speaks. Thank you. All right, Freedom said hit the like button. All right, let me see if I get it right. I think it's like right there. All right, I've been on YouTube a long time. I'm trying to figure out what the buttons is. I think it's right there. If I'm pointing to the thumbs down button, don't push that one. Okay, go to the other one. All right, thumbs up. That's what we want. Okay, we got Georgia in the house. All right, we're coming from maybe Atlanta. I don't know. There's other cities in Georgia. People always say Atlanta. So I know there's other places. Okay. What's the topic for today? All right. So I think it might be Davin. All right. So Davin, the topic for today is they've tricked you into owning your diagnosis. All right. Now, I think this is very powerful because people don't know how powerful mind tricks are, and they don't realize how much psychology plays into the decisions you make about your body, your everyday life, and hell, anything with regard to your life. And we don't take that at face. We don't go deep into that. We take it at face value that they mean good for us. They think we believe they have our best interests in mind. Your doctors, your caretakers, your hospitals, all right? All these big mega institutions are money mills. And I hate to I just hate to put such a pessimistic spin on it, but that's what it is. So let's go ahead. We got over 40 people. We got 40 people in the chat now. So everybody talking to each other. I like it. Marietta, Georgia in the house. Virginia in the house. All right. All right. I love to see where you guys are from. So let me know what you guys think about this owning of a diagnosis, because here's what I hear people saying all the time. Just heard it today from one of my students whose parents are going through something. All right. I'm dealing with my diabetes. I'm dealing with my cancer. I'm dealing with my fibromyalgia. Now, if you get a patient to own a diagnosis, what happens is you turn it into a possessive, and anything that you possess, you want to keep. I just hate that people have fallen into that trap where when I treat, or I can't say treat, when I give recommendations to my clients and we are working together to get rid of a disease, okay, I tell them don't ever say my anything. Okay, you say that cancer, this shit I'm dealing with. All right, anything, but don't give it a possessive, because possessives become permanent in your life. And if they do, and if we start becoming owners of our disease, you get to keep them. And we don't want that for disease. Now, just owning the diagnosis is actually going to put stress on your body, both psychological and physical. Because if you own the diagnosis, then I'm pretty sure you're going to take the medicines they give you. And when you take the medicines they give you, that's a physical stress. And you're going to worry about the disease because it's breaking down your body, possibly leading you to death, and that's going to worry you psychologically. So we've hit you on both ends, psychological and physical. If you put those two together, I'll spend your cortisol in about 2-3 hours, and you will start stealing precursors from the rest of your body so that you can make ghetto versions of cortisol, jerry-rigged together, that don't work quite as well, but they're good enough because your body put them together for you, all right, because you didn't have the building blocks to keep making the real stuff, the cortisol, the strongest anti-inflammatory known to a human being. Okay, so we got stuff going on here. Oh, I love it. So if you guys jump in, get in. I know some people in and out. I love it. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to throw them out there. But I'm going to be asking you guys some questions too, because when people own their diagnoses, I want to know, and this always gets to the heart of me because I'm interested in people's families and how they deal with this. But I want to know, do you guys have any family members who are owning their diagnosis? Have you ever heard them say, my sciatica, man, it's acting up? Okay. Have you ever heard any of your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles, your sisters, your brothers, your mom, your dad? Have you ever heard them say, my? Okay. When I'm referring to something negative, I never put a my in front of it. I don't even say my bills. I say them damn pieces of paper in there. They want me to send money to. I don't ever, not my bill. I don't even want to pay them. So why would I say my? I don't own them. Okay. I get a service for what I pay for, but I do not put a possessive on stuff that I don't like. All right. Especially stuff that's negative. So let me hear some stories about you guys and your family owning a diagnosis. And maybe you tried to step in and save or change their mind. Okay, did you step in on your family and say, have you ever, or did you just let them say it? Okay, if you just let them say it, just put some hands up in the chat and just say, I know they got some little fake hands there. Just put your hands up in the chat and say, I just let them say it. Okay, so let me see. Okay, I got some comments. Okay, so it says, I have a food addiction and I'm diabetic. I've been trying to lose weight for a long time and I love to eat, but I mostly eat healthy and sometimes I eat out. What should I do to control my appetite? Now, Gym 6, you are in a boat that a lot of people are in. As a matter of fact, let me change my terminology. You're not on a boat. You're on a cruise ship full of people who are in your exact same position. They do too. You're looking at one right now. Okay, I do the same thing. However, over time, and I can't say I do. I did the same thing because I've changed my lifestyle. And this is the thing: don't ever put yourself on a diet because your mind already acknowledges that a diet is temporary. So your body, you can do good on your diet. No matter how long it is. It could be 2 weeks, it could be 3 months. But as soon as the diet is over, your brain says, finally, it's over. You release endorphins into your brain, and the first thing you reach for, you got your body looking good. You feel great. You got your energy level up. But as soon as that diet ends, the first thing you reach for is that big old bucket of ice cream. You want now some fried chicken. Oh, I've suffered long enough. You can't do that because temporaries actually set you up to be worse before. That's why most people who lose the weight gain the weight and then some. We can't do that to ourselves. So here's the solution. You actually have to you have to get rid of it for the rest of your life. Now, don't get me wrong. That doesn't mean you can't have it for the rest of your life. It means that you have to have it in your mind that you are not the kind of person that eats these kinds of things, because that means that you have not found a self-identity yet. See, this is the way it works, okay? All right, so let me break it down for you. Okay, I know some other people got some questions in here. I'm about to break it down, so hopefully I'll get to them before we speed up the chart here. All right, now, the first thing that's going to happen is we get motivated. Well, now, this is the motivation for people who want to lose weight. You walk by the mirror one day. So let me give you an example. You walk by the mirror one day, all right, and you're, oh my God, is that me? Holy, oh my, is that my ass? All right, I know. So when people are actually, when you get fed up, you actually get, and then you see a commercial on TV. It could be P90X, T25, Zumba, the Brazil Butler, whatever you guys work on, okay? So that kind of stuff, you see it and you get motivated and you're like, yep, all right, I ain't dealing with this no more. All right, I'm ordering that tonight. All right, get it to my house, express shipping, all right, and get it here because I got to start on this. That's motivation. But by the time the package gets to your front door, the motivation has gone away, and you might even go to the door to pick up your exercise program at the same time that they're delivering pizza to your house. You see, that's the problem with motivation. It's short-lived. Now, we got to get a little deeper into this. We can go a step past motivation because motivation wears off. That's why seminars usually don't work, because people will go, they get motivated, they get jacked up, they're on it for 2 days, and then nothing. You guys see that every year at the beginning of the year. Yes, yes. All right, now, if we go past motivation, we get to discipline. Now, discipline says that we are going to, no matter what, follow through on a regimen. And even after motivation is gone, we're going to do it regardless, meaning that we have a regimen, we have a plan, and we're going to stick to the plan, even if we don't feel like it. Now, if you do something long enough, a human being's brain will develop a pattern, a habit. One of the hardest things to break in a human being is a habit. So we have to form a new habit, which is even harder than breaking an old one. And the new habit has to be healthy, the bad habit has to be broken, and now we have discipline. So we've established a routine. However, sometimes social norms and family functions get in the way, because even though you're good, even though you've created that plan and you've been following the plan and you've been doing it for a long time, there's a problem. You've got social conditioning. And when you've been socially conditioned, that means that your family now is, they mean a lot to you. So you're not going to refuse your grandmother's pineapple upside down cake, are you? You're not going to turn down her carne asada, are you? You're not going to stay away from the German chocolate cake, the macaroni and cheese, the grandma's favorite or your mom's favorite stuffing. Are you? No, because they have an emotional, deep-seated attachment in your brain. When you go to a family function, you want to do what the family does. And that long-term programming overrides your discipline. So that means that even if we go on past motivation and even if we go on past discipline, there is one final stage we have to get to make sure that we get what we want out of our lives, whether that be weight loss, whether it be to get rich and earn $100,000 a month. Whatever that is, you are going to have to do that, and you are going to have to reach this ultimate stage, which is self-awareness. You see, you cannot get a Jew to eat or I don't know if that's derogatory. A Jewish person. You cannot get a Jewish person to eat meat, all right, on their Sabbath. You can't, all right, because they say I am a person who believes, that is part of who I am, and I don't do that. See, that's the same thing. Use me. I do not smoke. I do not drink hard alcohol. I've sipped a little liquor sometime, all right, but so I won't use that one. I don't smoke. Never have, never will. I've identified myself as a person who will never touch a cigarette, period. Won't do it, okay? Never smoked marijuana in my life. Won't do it. I've smelled secondhand smoke from people who just blaze it up, but never will I ever stick a cigarette or a joint in my mouth. Okay, why? Because I identify as a healthy person, and to me, healthy people don't do that. Okay, so self-identity, also called self-awareness in some psychological books, you guys will have to get to that level in order to break this habit and actually get to what you want to get to, as far as that top level where you can easily lose weight as much as you want. Now, let me tack on a little tip for you at the end, because since you're trying to lose weight, if you want to lose weight fast, my mom did something that we actually talked about on a video, and then she actually did it, and it actually worked out wonderfully. Within 6 months, my mom lost 50 pounds when it was almost impossible for her to lose weight. She did everything, every weight pill, every exercise program, and she could not lose a pound. However, all we did was have my mom flush out her system, and she did one thing. She took I think it was like 20 to 30 grams of protein the first thing she got up in the morning, and didn't eat anything for at least an hour. Now, when she did that, weight just started falling off, because most people start off their morning with a big fat cup of coffee, usually from Starbucks. It's usually something like a cinnamon dolce latte that has a whole bunch of sugar in it. You've just destroyed your metabolism the first thing you did when you wake up in the morning. That also happens if you have pancakes. But if you got up and you ate bacon and eggs, just bacon and eggs, all right? No toast, carbs turn into sugar. No pancakes, turns into sugar. No waffles, turns into sugar. But if you just did eggs and bacon, those are a protein and a protein. If you continue your day with, or start off your day with proteins, you will still lose weight no matter if you ate sugar for the rest of the day. It's the way you work. I call it your paleo response. Okay, so it does work. My mom, 50 pounds, 6 months, and when it was impossible. So just a tip at the end. Let me get some more in here. I know I went off on that one. Okay, so let me see if I got some more people here. Okay, so Gym 6, I hope I helped you. Okay, good stuff. All right, Ira says, yes, my mom, I told her to try drinking lemon water first thing in the morning, and she says she has to ask her doctor because of her new kidney. Shaking my damn head. I know, nothing you can do. All right, so they believe in their doctor more than what you're telling them, because they believe that, see, in this situation, the doctor has authority and you have none. So your information doesn't carry as much weight as the doctor who's speaking from up here from a stand of authority. So people buy into that as if the doctor has their best interest in mind, when really we know they don't. Okay, I like that. So Iris, yes. All right, so yes. Ayo, all right, it says, how do you cure bulbs? All right, they've been lasting for a year now. I don't know exactly what that disease is called. If it's called something else, let me know. I might be able to help you, but I don't recognize the disease that you're talking about as far as those. Where does it happen on your body? So let me know. Okay, good. All right, Minister. All right, it's called life changes, not temporary changes. Minister, you are correct. Okay, I have to give it to y'all now. It is. You're making lifestyle changes in order so that this habit or whatever you're trying to do will continue for the rest of your life. You're not doing it so you can reach a short-term end goal and then go right back to what you were doing, because no change will ever happen that way, and that will make it even worse. Remember, rebound effect. Okay, if you lose weight and then you gain weight, you're bound to gain more weight because your body is on a negative feedback. It will try to catch back up to where you were faster because your chemicals in your brain are spraying in a certain pattern that says, you used to eat sugar. You used to send us a signal. We love those endorphins. And you used to do that every day. After you get off work, we want our sugar. And your brain will continue to want that until you change the pattern and make it a lifestyle change. Not, like Minister said, a temporary change. Very nice. All right, good stuff. Cynthia Freeman back in here. I love it. Cynthia is always giving us good advice in here, and she's always helping people out in the chat. So, Cynthia, I thank you for your help, and I thank you for your information. So, glad to see you in here. What does she say? All right, habits are difficult to break. Okay, yeah, you have never said truer words. One of the hardest things for a human being to do on this earth is break a habit. Okay, so here we go. All right. Now, I like what Cynthia said here because she said people are afraid that they'll be judged if they don't conform. And I got to tell you, I was like that when I was younger. I always wanted to fit in. I always wanted to be like everybody else. I always wanted to be doing what they were doing and being in the activities that they were being. But that's the training that they send you through to become a mindless automaton. Now, owning diagnoses is the same thing. It's saying that I don't believe myself or what my body has to offer. Therefore, I must give control over to another authority. And usually he's wearing a white coat and actually taking your money and going to play golf or hanging out on his yacht with his doctor buddy friends. Okay, it's crazy stuff that we actually believe in nowadays, that conformity is actually what we're going after. But nobody who did anything great was ever a conformist. You guys have probably heard the term an automaton, okay? It's a human who resembles a robot because he does what he's told without question. That's what an automaton is, all right? It means a human who is under autonomous control, meaning you tell them what to do and they do it. If you do that for the rest of your life, you're nothing but a fucking robot. You're not a real person, you're a robot, okay? So get that out of your head trying to be like everybody else. All right. I told you guys about a woman's period. Women, you guys know, and I probably said this before, but women's periods are supposed to be individualized. You're never supposed to have your period compared to another woman's. Sometimes you'll have a period twice a month. Other women will have it once every 3 months. Some women will have it once every 6 months. It's normal for your body. So if it's been happening from the time that you were having a period, all right, 13, 14 years old, all the way up to the time now, and the period is the same all the time, all right, I'm not talking about length of period. I'm not talking about time in between periods. All right. Now, if that's happening the same and you have no other problems, you have no other issues, that's the way your body works. You have no lower fertility. You have no lower chances of having babies. Stop believing this bull that they feed you in the doctor's office. It's not true. Don't look at the chart on the wall. Oh, you're supposed to have a period every month. Let me put you on birth control pills. No, that's not the way it works. Please, that's not the way it works. Okay, let's get some more here. All right, Jeff Haynes says, diabetes, they said I had it gone, but the doctor won't take me off the meds. I said, screw him. And I stopped and still keep a close eye on what's going on with the numbers. All right. Now that's what you're supposed to do. So Jeff, all right, I have to congratulate you. You actually took control of your own health and instead of letting somebody else take control of it for you. You see, Jeff, you just stepped out of the automaton box and now you're into the free thinking arena. That's what we all are. We're in the free thinking arena. Okay, so that's what I want in here. I want free thinking. I want people thinking for themselves, making decisions based on you. And Cynthia has done a wonderful job of doing this as far as getting herself back healthy by making and incorporating and customizing her own protocols. So I love it. I love it. I love it. Happy Friday, French. All right, French back in the house. I asked some interesting questions last time. So French, I'm glad to see you back in here. Good stuff. Troy says, you best be, yeah. Okay, I can't read that one. Okay, let me see. The best doctor on the internet. The best non-doctor on the internet. What did I miss? French, we just started, okay? We were just talking about owning diagnoses. We're trying to get to the psychological aspect of Why would anybody own a diagnosis by saying my cancer and my Recklinghausen syndrome and my stage 4 terminal cancer? It's not yours, all right? Cancers can be reversed no matter what stage they're in. As long as we don't get to you too late to where all of your systems are shot, we can reverse almost anything, okay? So I have to put that out there because people don't know. They think that if the doctor can't do it, it can't be done. That's bull. We got so many protocols to take care of so many things that you guys need to do more research. All right, do it. Okay, don't even listen to me. Don't believe me. Go do your own research and find out what's out there. It's much more powerful when you find it anyway. Okay, so do it. We got another one. It says, William Griffin. It says, it's worth my life to change habits. I changed things a little at a time, and before I knew it, it was a habit, and I loved it. It all depends on what matters to you. And William, all right, William has done something that's almost unheard of in a human being, and that is changing your mindset. You see, we play victim from the time that we are little because something happened to us in our past, and we let that dictate what happens to us for the rest of our lives. No, we cannot do that, because the minute you are able to make your own decisions, that is no longer an excuse. What happened to you in the past has to be mentally dealt with by you. So most people tend to run from it. I'm going to tell you to run to it, because problems don't go away when you run. No matter if they're health problems, and you know health problems are going to stay with you regardless, but even family problems, even anything that you're dealing with in your life, friends, work, whatever. If you don't deal with the problem, it will follow you and it will eat at you that you did not take care of it. Take care of it now. Okay? If it's with your health, do it now. And I love what William said, because he said, I did it in small increments. I did it in small increments. That's what I want from you. You do not have to go into your kitchen and empty out all the cabinets and put Domino's pizza on the block list and do all of this stuff all at once till now you're a prisoner in your house and you can't do anything, you can't say nothing, and you can't look at anybody, and you're just going to stay in your room and you're going to, don't do it, okay? Little bit at a time, okay? This time, all right, last time you get the meat lovers pizza. This time, get the cheese pizza. And then the next time you might get the margarita pizza. And next time you might not have a pizza at all. You'll just get a salad with bread on the side, a garlic knot. And then the next time you'll just get the salad without the bread, and you'll just have the croutons. And then the next time you might even have the croutons. You might just have the plain Caesar salad with the bomb dressing. Okay? That's the kind of small incremental changes you make over a lifetime that actually gets you healthy. All right. And I'm sure that's what William was talking about those small steps. So very nice. All right, let me make sure I'm not skipping over everything. Robert Clark in here. Good to see you, Robert. Good to see you as well. Thank you for jumping in here and saying what's up. Hey, Alvin, Michelle's weight loss journey. Hey, Michelle, I love to see you in here. Thank you. And I might want to go to your channel, because I love to hear about weight loss journeys. Okay, especially if you did like time-lapse stuff. I love time-lapse. Okay, Kara Chalk back in here. Okay, good stuff. We started a little late, so you guys haven't missed much. We're just talking about this issue about owning your diagnoses. Okay, now I asked some people to throw out some stories of times when your family actually owned a diagnosis, and I wanted to know, did you actually say something to them? Did you actually try to guide them in another direction instead of owning it and living with it? Or did you just throw your hands up and just say, it's their life, nothing I can do? Okay, so let me know. Let me know. Okay, let me see. Michelle's weight loss journey. I don't own disease at all. It's my responsibility to be an active participant in my health. People just want to change their habits to live. It's like they like death more than they like life. Yes, and I'm going to throw a little jab on top of that, because Michelle, you are exactly correct. But here's the thing. America doesn't give a damn about their health if it tastes good. Everything is based on taste. I've learned to not take taste into too big of an account, because even if it's like the bomb, even if it's setting off endorphins and I just got fireworks blowing off in my brain like, woo, this is the best thing ever. All right. So even if that was the case, I still will not eat it because I know that even if it's the bomb, it has MSG in it. It has protein isolates. It has isolated vegetable protein in it, brominated vegetable oil. It has everything in there that will create tumors, that will create disease, and that will possibly kill me down the road and take years off the end of my life. So it's not worth it to me. But like Michelle said, you value the death food more than you value your life in general. People love fried chicken. It's free radicals, fried, meaning that it'll give you cancer like 2 to 5 times faster. And people do, oh, it's good. Can I still have my fried chicken? Yeah. If you want to die, go ahead. Take a piece, grab a wang. All right. So I know. So crazy stuff. All right. So you got me hungry. Raina, stop it. All right. You can't be going after this fried chicken and stuff. All right. Now, I know some people are on different diets and they're trying out different things, but trying out things is dangerous because it's going to give you that yo-yo effect. As soon as it's over, you're going to get hit. Okay. You're going to get hit. All right. I know you guys hear that from your parents. Let me see. It says the Clean Master. All right. We got somebody named the Clean Master in here. Clean. What do you got? It says, will this huge morning stuff ever go away? All right, so I don't know what's going on here. All right, yes, we are brainwashed from birth. I have to agree with you, French. I have to agree with you on that. Because, French, when you actually talk about the brainwashing, that starts when you are young. Now, when you're young and you're in this system, there's something that bothers me a whole lot, and I want to know, and I want you to say yes or put a thumbs up in the chat if you have noticed this. Children ask everything. That means that they want to know about it. It means that they're going to do something about it. It means that one day they might venture off into a field that is totally unknown to them, and that's what kids do. They make up stuff. They make up stories. They have fabulous imaginations. And the older a human being gets, especially here in America, the older they get, the less questions they ask. Therefore, the less creative they become. There are studies all about this. All right, Harvard has done a bunch of studies on this. So have you noticed that? So give me a yes or a thumbs up in the chat. Let me see. I'm going to put my own thumbs up in there. I love doing these things. Let me see. All right, so, all right, sweet lady in the house. Way to go. So minister said yes. Okay. All right. Alarm, yes. Thumbs up. I know. Let me find a thumb. Okay, I got to get one. Let me see. Where do you find the thumbs? Okay, is there a scroll? Yes, there is. All right. So I need a couple of these and a couple of these. And yes. Okay, hit it. Uh-oh. Okay. It popped in there. All right, good stuff. Now, we got to go back. How do I do that? Ha, ha, ha. All right, good stuff. So, yes, of course. I want to keep the herd healthy. Yes. Okay, so he's talking about the family, of course. Alam. How do I get rid of muscular pain on the right side of my upper abdomen and throughout my back? Now, Alam, that's a specific question, and I need to know if it's muscular pain or if it's nerves running to the muscle pain. So there's two different things that you would do for those, because if it's nerves, you want to use warm heat in order to relax the muscle so you can get the pain to go away. However, I would recommend essential oils, something like frankincense or what's the other one? Black salve or actually black seed oil works really good for muscle pains as well. So try some of those out. Those are essential oils I know directly work on muscles, and they are non-effective of the nerves, and you can use them topically. Okay. Now, most of those, with the exception of black salve, you can use those internally too. So if you want to hit it from both sides, or if the pain has been persisting for a long time, I would say do both so that you can actually get it. But remember, if you're going to get essential oil, make sure that it is food grade if you're going to take it internally. It doesn't matter if you're going to rub it on, but if you're going to put it in water and drink it, make sure it's food grade, because some of them add extra additives that are not edible. Okay, so we don't want you getting sick or anything like that. Good enough? Good enough. I love it. So let's get to another one. What do you think about black strap molasses? Love it. All right. Extreme antioxidant. All right. Good stuff. I just read about that coincidentally. So good stuff. So lower inflammation, and antioxidants means it stops or reverses blockages from your arteries, veins, and I can't say veins, arteries clogging up. Okay. So good enough. All right. I like that one. Good question. Good. Sweet Lady says, have you heard or tried turpentine protocol? Never heard of it. No. What is this supposed to be for? So let me know that first. Okay, let me know that. So Cynthia Freeman says heliochrysum, okay, heliochrysum is essential oil for pain. All right, heliochrysum. All right, there's always more than one. I got to tell you that. In my book that I read about the aromatherapies and the Ayurvedic medicines and stuff like that, they actually have just numerous ones you can try for pain. So that one, Cynthia, I'm sure she's tried this one out. So you might want to try it out. Remember, everything doesn't work for everybody. So try it out. If it doesn't work, try another one. Okay. So this is not drugs. These are supplements and natural oils. Therefore, if something irritates you, stop using it. Whatever the irritation is, wait for it to go away, and then you continue with something else that does work for you. That's what this is. This is trial and error, but without pharmaceutical drugs that can have horrible side effects and make you have disease or end your life. Okay. So trying to do the best we can. Next one. Let me see if I got another one in here. Let me lean. I got to see here. You will live long. All right, Victoria, I hope so. That way I can help more people. I'm trying to get the best out of my latter years so that when I'm getting up there in age, like in my 80s and 90s, that I'm still moving around. I'm still doing activity. I'm still trying to help people. Because if you don't take care of yourself now, there won't be a good life later. That's what I have to be adamant about. If you don't take care of it now, it won't be there later. Okay, good enough. I know that's a good lesson for the kids out there. Okay. What about organic African red tea? I have never tried that, and there are so many varieties of tea on the market. I cannot try them all. I have tried red rooibos tea, but I have not tried African red tea. So let me know what it's for and what it does. All right, so let's go. So Wyndham back in the house. Zimmerman, let's find out. He says, is water fast dangerous, and how long can you take it for or do it? Purely by individual, Wyndham. When you are actually doing a water fast, what you're trying to do is you're trying to reset your entire body systems, all of them. So you're not intaking food because you're going to use fat from your body as energy, and the water will do nothing but keep the cytoplasm in your cells so that they can do their work. So your metabolism is going to drop, and then it'll start raising because now you have to work at optimum. So your cells have to be in tip-top shape in order for that to happen. Water fasts are extremely good for most diseases. I actually have it as part of my protocol for getting rid of heavy disease inside a human being and restoring energy. However, as far as the protocol is concerned, as far as a water fast, it is purely individualized as to how far you can go. Because some people, they like me, I am a big guy. So I maintain a lot of water and I do have more fat than the average person. Therefore, I could probably do it a lot longer. However, if you are a person who is 4'11" and you weigh 78 pounds, you are not going to do well trying to do this for 10 days. Okay, so you won't even have the fat to live off of, and you won't be able to store any water anywhere in order to, on those days when you have these severe blood sugar drops. So on that, it's just purely by individual based on your height, weight, chemistry, makeup, tissues, everything. So that's purely individualistic. I could not give you a straight answer on that, but it's just based on a person's characteristics and how their body performs. Okay, so we got another one here. All right. So, we got people helping out again. All right. See, that's what's fantastic about our community. You guys can ask questions, not only to me, but other people who are actually in the chat who are actually help you out. And we already got a great suggestion as far as muscle pain from Cynthia Freeman, who has actually told us about another fantastic essential oil for muscle pain. So love it. Love it. Love it. Hibiscus and dandelion tea to flush your system. I know I'm more drastic. I know, Cynthia, I do stuff like the dietary fiber, the coffee enema, and the saline wash, and I do them all within about 2 hours, right? 2.5 hours. And I do want more natural stuff, but I know oils, no matter if they're healthy or not, they are endocrine disruptors. So I don't want to use oils too much because they will start interfering with your adrenal glands, which will start interfering with your thyroid gland. And that's why people who try to go super pure, they end up with severe health problems too, because they don't realize that you have to give your body some adversity so that it knows how to fight and it knows how to make accommodations. So that's why I don't believe in eating pure. However, I do believe in eating pure when you're on a protocol to get rid of a disease. You can go back to some of the old stuff, but I recommend you stay away from all of it if you're trying to treat any kind of condition and get rid of it. Okay? Good enough. So we got French on here. It says, I'll be 58 in a couple of weeks and feels like I'm 40. French, that's what I'm talking about. Good stuff. Only go to the doctor for labs. So he goes for the tests. Okay. They don't like me much. I don't let them tell me. I don't let them tell me what I need. I tell them. See, they don't like that because that's what a doctor is supposed to do. The doctor is supposed to sit his ass down and listen to you and then decide what you guys will do together. But it's not that way. It's the opposite. The doctor tells you to sit down, and to get you at a disadvantage, they put you in a little frilly gown, all right? And they make you feel inferior because the doctor has all his clothes on, and now you're scared to say something because you're sitting there with a gown with your ass hanging out, and then all of a sudden he's giving you orders, and you're just like, okay, yes, trying to hold the gown closed. Yes, sir, I understand. No. All right. So if you don't want to get undressed, don't get undressed. If you don't want to take the doctor's orders, get in the gown and tell them this is what we are going to do. And if you're not on board with this doctor, there's 7 other ones up the street who will work with me and we will get rid of our condition together. But if you just want to bark orders at me, you can go somewhere. Okay, that's the way it's supposed to be. You guys are supposed to form a partnership, and then you take care of your health together based on each other's recommendations. See, you know what you've been doing with your life because you've been living with it for 58 years. But the doctor can't come in 10 and 15 minutes and be like, oh yes, feel this, touch that, listen to this with the stethoscope, and all of a sudden he's an expert on your life. Get real. Okay, he is not an expert, and the 45 minutes that he leaves the room, he's going to look up your condition in the book because he doesn't know what the hell is going on. Make sense now? Yeah? Yes? Okay, so good stuff. All right, we got Cynthia Freeman says, bonjour. All right, French. All right, she's pulling out her skills on you. All right, I like that. I like that. Reina Macarena. All right, it says, she asks, what tests or labs do you recommend? Now, you can do all of them if you just want to get tested. So if you want to get tested to see what's in your blood, you can do a blood test, you can do a urine test. Most of those smaller, inexpensive tests will tell you a lot about your health. If you suspect or you think that you might be diabetic, low blood sugar, something wrong with your beta cells inside your pancreas, you might want to go and get the test for the diabetes. You might want to get the blood test and the test strips and all that stuff, but let them do it in the office. Testing is fine. But when they try to treat you, that's what I have a problem with, because all your treatments come with a nice fat bottle of pills that just keep on coming and keep on tearing down your physiology until you have all these symptoms from all the side effects. And now they got to treat all those symptoms with more medication. It's just a racket to build you up, to turn you into a customer who just sucks down drugs on a daily basis. Okay. I like it. So it says here, alarm. I have pain in my back and the back of my knee. Gotcha. It hurts to straighten it or walk properly on it. So that means that something is out of place. I wonder if your meniscus is worn down, alarm. So you guys do know you can regenerate cartilage. Now, you're going to have to do some bends that take your knees past 90 degrees. Now, I recommend yoga for this. Now, on top of that, I want you doing stuff that will actually get you back, and I want you to take in a natural form of, I'm going to give you, chlorophyll or chlorella. They have a really nice effect on the joints. On top of that, I want you taking an omega-3, a fish oil, whatever omega-3 you can get, throw it in there because we have to regenerate the cartilage. If that is the case, we need copper as well. So if you're doing a multivitamin, it should have copper in there already. But we want to rebuild this knee joint, and you can only do that by two things. Extreme movement or bending so muscle, so blood can get into the joint. Okay, so we might have to create, that's what we're trying to do, create a micro injury so blood will go to the area. And on top of that, give your body the building blocks to put that cartilage back. I had the exact same thing happening because I played golf. And when I play golf, when I turn so hard that I snap my left knee. And over time, that left knee started clicking. So when it started clicking, I started having pain on the outside and the back of that knee. So what did I start doing? I started doing my leg workouts, and it didn't hurt then, but after my leg workouts, I could feel the pain. So now what I did, I started doing deep knee and yoga stretches before and after my workouts, and now my knee feels perfect. Okay, now it feels perfect. And I do still play golf. So I didn't stop playing golf. I still play it. I just have to make sure that I do the stretches because, again, I have to have circulation. That's how you fix stuff in a human body. You have to have circulation. So good stuff. We're going to wrap this up here soon. I don't want to run like I did last time. We had an hour and a half last time, and we're up to 45 minutes right now. We got over 50 people on the stream here, and I don't know if I'm going to get to everybody's questions. So let me see. What kind of questions I got? I got to get to a few more. Let me see. All right. So Robert Clark, it says, my ex has never listened to me about our daughter's health from not breastfeeding to vaccines and repeated antibiotics. And now at 15 on constant inhalers, and her asthma gets worse and worse. And it will continue to, because every medication, even if it's for their good. So the inhaler, the preventative steroids and all that crap that they put in the kid's body, what's going to happen is those are all going to accumulate and build up. And when they do, the joints and the cartilage will start breaking down. Now, when they do, that means that guess what's made out of cartilage? The rings that are around your trachea, the rings that are around your bronchi, those are made out of cartilage. And when that cartilage wears away, your alveoli wear away, and the asthma has no choice but to get different. So the attacks will come on more and more frequently, and they will become more and more severe. And then what's going to happen? Now you're going to have her in the ICU on 24-hour watch because now she can't breathe for herself and she's on a ventilator. You don't want that for your children. So I know your husband might, or your significant other might have this belief that the medical system is great and stuff like this, but he has to, I need you to, you might have to point it out, throw it right in his face and tell him basically, come look at your daughter and look at what you've done to her with your recommendations. Okay, this is what happens. And I know sometimes they don't want to listen. And that's bad when you're in love with somebody and you think you both have the child's best interests at hand, but one is traditional and one is free thinking, and then you don't agree. And then when you have confusion, you know what you do? What you always done. You go to the old standby, the emergency room. And ain't nothing good coming out of the emergency room. Okay. So I hate to put it like that, but I just hate to see, and it's the kids that are going to suffer, and they're going to suffer more and more nowadays because parents believe this. They believe vaccines are good for their kids. They believe that if they take Tylenol, oh, that's great for a fever. The #1 killer of children in America is Tylenol, and people believe that, oh, that's what you give children for a fever. Are you joking? Seriously. I mean, people cannot be off in their own world to the point where they just ignore facts like that. It is in major magazines, medical journals. Tylenol, one of the worst things you can put in your body. And when you read the pamphlet, the little leaflet that's on the inside of Tylenol, when you read the section that's on effectiveness, it says the mechanism remains elusive. Meaning we don't know what it does, but we're going to give it to you because you'll buy it. Because the doctor will recommend it. Yes? Yes. Right? Right. Think about that. Think about it. All right. We got another one here. Can I take colloidal copper if I am pregnant? No, you can't. Unfortunately, copper is a metal. Copper will even though it's a supplement that you as a normal person can take every day, because you're pregnant, your liver will be zapped of nutrients. Therefore, it will suffer if you put a heavy metal in your body like copper, silver, gold, those kind of colloidal elements. So while you're pregnant, no, you shouldn't even do essential oils when you're pregnant because they are too potent. Essential oils are way stronger than any antibiotic, any virals that you can find in a medicine cabinet or anything. They work. That's why people are making a movement around oils. That's why doTERRA is a multi-billion-dollar company now, is because they know the power of oils. But certain situations, certain instances, you got to stay away from them. All right. Pregnancy, that's a big one. You want to kind of keep pure when you're pregnant. So good question. Actually, excellent question. All right. First says, I hate vaccines. I don't do them. All right. I know. Tell your daughter to fast. All right. Now, don't worry about it. Says, tell your daughter to fast. I would have to agree wholeheartedly with that, because that will actually start to reset all of her systems to the point where her body can start healing. And when she's young, that's the best time to do it. Not when she's a teenager and everything is set and now her body is used to having the disease and does not want to change now. Do it while she's young. That is good advice. That is good advice. So, all right. So I am a woman's name. It's just not so common. Thanks for the help. Okay. So Wyndon is out of here. So I appreciate you for stopping by. I know you got to go. So go handle your Friday and we will see you the next time that we jump on here. Okay. So Sweet Lady is talking to French. Good stuff. I love it. I love it. I love it. We got a conversation going in here. Now, if I didn't answer your questions, I'm sorry about that, but I got to get off because we actually have other things to do this Friday. I got to go meet up with a meetup group, and I have to actually take my wife out to dinner after that. So we got a whole bunch of stuff lined up on this Friday afternoon. So I'm going to go handle all my stuff right now. I'm a little tired. Okay. When you talk a lot, you tend to get stopped up. I don't know. Mucus just forms when you talk to a lot. It dries out your mucosal passages. And now all of a sudden I feel like my nose kind of stopped up when you talk a lot. And it happens in my classroom a lot when I'm giving these long hour-and-a-half long lectures and stuff like that. So I know. So what I'm going to do is, so French says, yes, Alvin, I'm a woman too. I know. I'm trying to get you. I'm trying to identify everybody. So you guys I might ask that next time. It'll be, what's your name, where you're from, and are you a man or a woman? Because through the chat here, I don't know. Because some of you don't have pictures in your profile. You got a letter icon, and it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. And sometimes Michelle is a man too. I know. So what we're going to do is we're going to get on out of here. All right. Sorry if I did not answer your questions. I do apologize, but I do respect all of you guys' time, and I really do appreciate you guys stopping by. I love to see you guys coming in here, taking control of your health. And please, please, please keep the case studies going with the stories in here of you guys taking care of your own health, because that will inspire somebody else to take care of their health, and that will inspire somebody else to actually prolong their life and get more out of this life than they were supposed to. See, that's the best gift. Giving somebody something that they did not expect. Yes, yes. So I have to appreciate it. Let me shout out some people. Kinners, I see you. All right, go. Good stuff. All right, so Kinners back in here. He got the London. All right, so from Mars. All right, he's gone inner space station on me. Okay, so good stuff. So Sweet Lady, Kinners, Alam, Daryl, my cousin Marcus, Ellis. All right, so Cynthia Friedman, Michelle. Was that Google? All right, so Michelle Google. All right, I like that. All right, love the name. Let's go ahead and shout you guys out some more. We got French Wee Wee, okay, in there. Don't worry about it. Thank you guys for showing up. Robert Clark, I see you in here. Reina Macarena, what a name. I love it. Zikima, all right, love to have you in here. I've seen you in here a bunch of times, and I just want to shout you out. So thank you for stopping by as well. All right, Cynthia, thank you as always for all your fantastic advice and helping the people in here, answering questions and stuff like that. Thank you for helping me out. Sharon's Poetry Corner, I never miss you in here, so thank you for coming by. I love it. So Sherelle Bennett, I must have missed you. Okay, so in here, but nice shout out. Got to get you before you leave out of here. Good. Cynthia, yes, yes, yes. I'm a funk. All right, so I like that. Omi funk. All right, so I think it might be Omefunke. All right, how about that? Omefunke. That sounds a little better. Victoria Frank. I've never seen that one before, but Helen Riley, I've seen you. So Helen, have a good day. Enjoy your Friday, and I look forward to seeing you the next time. I'll be back on here next Friday doing the same thing. But I got to tell you guys, I'm doing these. I'm going to do these after I actually do my morning Friday calls, because what I'm going to do is, or what I have done is, of course, you guys knew I had a course, and I am delivering the course so I can help people out. However, I have clients, and I have good clients now, and those clients are getting fantastic results, and we're working together personally. So I get on here after I've gotten off with my live clients, and we are actually having a good time helping out and working together like you and your doctor should be doing. All right, working together to get rid of almost any disease you can think of. I mean, we are talking about Guillain-Barré, multiple sclerosis, cystic fibrosis, leukemia, severe migraine headaches, brain tumors, body tumors, tissue tumors, endometriosis, PCOS, erectile dysfunction. I'm coming out with a new course for that one. I'm going to get all men. I'm going to just get everybody, just erections everywhere on me. All right, on the house. All right, we're gonna do it for everybody. But I just want you guys to know that I am putting efforts out to do what I can to help people get over their diseases and spread the word as far and as fast as possible. All right, so if you guys are into or know anybody who wants to come and listen to the lives, ask questions or get a question answered, I have no problem answering questions. So you guys have a fabulous Friday. I love you guys for showing up. Thank you, Iris. All right, I see you in here. Thank you. And I really do appreciate all the help, all of the questions, all of the comments, all of the camaraderie that you guys have inside the chat. And I love, love, love seeing you guys. So I really do appreciate it. You guys have a wonderful Friday, and I am out of here for now. Okay, so I will hit you up later. Okay. You guys have a fun and fast Friday. And let me throw something in the chat here. Okay. Uh-oh. If you guys can hear me, hopefully we're going live right now. We are okay. Good stuff. And now that we got out that, okay, Marlon back in the house. Hello, brother Marlon. Harlem, as you know. All right. These brothers get rid of the bumps on the back of the day. I don't know. I can't tell you that one, Marlon, because I still got mine back there from when I messed up with my razor. So it takes a while for them to go down and look somewhat normal. So that's what I got, man. I'm sorry about it. But we're gone. We're taking off. If you guys haven't given the thumbs up, go ahead and give the thumbs up down here. I think it's at the bottom here somewhere. All right. If not, I'll see you next time. I'm out of here later. And you guys have a fun and fantastic time. And remember, never, ever, ever own a diagnosis. Say that cancer, okay? This leukemia, but never say my diabetes, because you do not want to put a possessive on something you want to get rid of. Talk to you later. Peace.